Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I am your host, your bartender in the OSR, Eric Tenkar, and I figured I'd go over what's going on in the Tavern's universe over the next couple of months. We got a few things planned, and I do say we because it's certainly not just me. My my green screen chair keeps on fading in and out behind me. By the way, Randall, I'm getting your voicemails, and I have been watching the videos in question, and I have been commenting on the videos in question. They are painful, and I'll cover it later, but just let you know, I've been getting your voicemails. I do listen to all the voicemails, folks, just so you all know. Not all of them, though, make it onto the cast. So up on the screen right now, you see Torchlight Issue number 1. That is the cover. I have to put up an updated version of this file onto drive-through. There were a few edit mistakes that had to get fixed. I can't thank the community enough for the feedback because we want to put this out in print. We want a limited print run from Mixum, and we want it to be as perfect as damn possible before we put in for 100 copies or so. So that's part of it. Torchlight is now a silver bestseller on DTRPG. I believe it sold 129 copies right before I logged in here. That's we released around noon on Monday. And it's about 6 on Thursday. I'm not complaining in the least. I think after paying folks, the PDF should have broken even by the end of the month or a little bit into August. Sales slow down, but I still think that we're gonna hit that sweet spot right around then. But that's fine because when I do projects like this, these projects are there to get invested back into the community. So the next project in the hopper is Swords and Wizardry Continual Light Digest-Sized Edition. We have a new cover coming from James Shields. We have an adventure and micro setting coming from James Spahn. Otherwise, the content, excuse me, it's going to be pretty much the same. We're going to swap out the interior art. The layout is going to be greatly improved, no longer just serviceable. I know everybody loves serviceable layout, but we got real professional layout coming up. Maybe even some color to the interior, things that we have to discuss with my team. But I'm really psyched. So if all goes well, that should be out in about 2 months, at least in PDF. And once the PDF has reached the wild and we get a good feedback and maybe last minute touches, then we're going to try to get copies from Mixum, and that would hopefully be in time for Game Hall. All these plans, okay? All these plans. So these balls are in motion, but there's another project that's also going to be very community oriented, and here's what we're thinking about. Pub crawls. I already have the logo, and the idea is that this would be like a 4-page release, including maps generated from the 1-page dungeon, a small adventure, maybe, if the adventure requires it, a new magic item or a new spell or a new creature. Those are always nice. Page 5, the page that you don't need to print out if you're printing out at home, wouldn't necessarily be the OGL. Okay. So this would probably be a $1 product in PDF. And if I was selling, say, Swords of Wizardry Continual Light or Torchlight copies via mail, print copies via mail, I might print out a pub crawl or two and throw them into the package. That's just a possibility. Now, pub crawl, again, it's going to be low priced. I'd like to see this come out with 4 pages, like once a month, give or take. Probably hope to have 2 or 3 ready around the time the Swords and Wizardry Continual Light goes to print. These are all things that are, these are the intentions. Reality might be something greatly different. So the idea with pub crawls is that um, it's going to be paid by royalties. So how does that work? Well, the map is free. The art will be stock art that I have available. The logo is already paid for. So it would be 25% of the cover price would go to the author, 25% would go to the layout artist / editor, 15% would go to the tavern. That would be for my editing and supplying the art and the logo and getting it out there. 35% goes to drive through, not exclusive. So I got to pay the extra 5%. But I would really like this to be a community project. This is Torchlight was a community project. I don't believe I had any articles in issue 1. I will probably have something in issue 2, though. I got some things I'm working on. But I would like to see folks who are interested in pitching short adventures think about what they'd want to pitch. Not looking necessarily for pitches just yet. I got to figure out what the actual word count is going to be for this, because again, we got the map, and we only effectively got 3 pages, because the cover is logo, artwork, description, pitch, whatever. So you're gonna have to be able to write, I guess, concisely. So, but again, you're gonna get 25% of the cover price, or roughly a third, a little bit more than a third of the monies that are coming in. Probably, I guess, again, like 40%, right? 40% of the actual quote profits. And I think that's fair. The idea of paying a flat fee in something that's going to be priced at only $1, I think that having you invested as an author in the work that you're producing and maybe getting word out there incentivizes it. I think that something like that will, again, I'm not looking to make money with this. I'm looking to make enough money to keep these projects going. If it's a wash after my affiliate monies are used to keep things going, then I'm fine. I'm really I want more material for Swords and Wizardry, more material for Swords and Wizardry Light, Continual Light. I want to support the new Swords and Wizardry box set. And I think these are all ways that we as a community can do it. I'm just trying to find ways to facilitate it. And of course, it'll work better when this becomes a fine oiled machine. I am certainly not the one to be a finely oiled machine, but maybe we'll get there. Folks, again, thank you for the support on Torchlight. The response has been excellent. We could use a few reviews, but really the sales have been nice. Placing silver this quickly on drive-thru is because of you. So thank you. If you haven't bought your copy yet, I will put a link to the 10 Cards Tavern post where I discuss the release, and put that in the show notes or the description box, and you'll be able to get it instead of $3. You can grab a copy for $2. And let me know what you think. Seriously. Folks, on that note, we have 901 subscribers. Getting close to that 1,000 mark. I can taste it. Again, this is you. All you. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. We're still in the midst of the world of COVID, so I ask you, please use your common sense to keep yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends healthy and safe. And God willing, I am back again tomorrow with Glenn Hellstrom, the cover artist that you're looking at right now on the screen. And we will have a live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. So, please join us then. Oh, and knock on wood. All right, folks. Later.